Today, you will learn English through a story about signing up for a cooking class. You will also learn 6 important English words. Our story is about a woman named Clara. Clara lives in a small apartment in the city. She loves eating good food, but she does not know how to cook very well. Every evening, Clara orders food from a restaurant. She spends a lot of money on takeout meals. One day, she thinks, I want to change this. I want to learn to cook. Clara searches online for cooking classes near her home. She finds a website for the Pine Street Community Center. The community center is only 10 minutes away by bus. The website says, Learn to cook real meals, classes for beginners. Clara feels excited. She reads more about the program. The next morning, Clara decides to visit the community center in person. She puts on her coat and takes the bus downtown. The community center is a large, friendly building. There are colorful posters on the walls. One poster says, Cooking Classes. Sign up today. Clara walks to the front desk. A man named David is working there. He smiles and says, Hello. How can I help you today? Clara says, I would like to join the cooking class. What do I need to do? David says, Great choice. You need to enroll. That means you sign your name on the list to officially join the class. Enroll. E-N-R-O-L-L. To enroll means to officially sign up for a class or program. Clara says, I would like to enroll today, please. David gives Clara a paper form. He says, Please fill in your name, your phone number, and your email address. Clara fills in all the information carefully. Then David says, You also need to choose a session. Clara is not sure what that word means. She asks, What is a session? David explains. A session is one specific time period of the class. For example, the Tuesday morning session or the Saturday afternoon session. Each session has the same lessons, but at a different time. Session. S-E-S-S-I-O-N. A session is a set period of time for a class or activity. Clara thinks about her work schedule. She works Monday to Friday. Clara says, I think the Saturday afternoon session is best for me. I am free on Saturdays. David nods and writes her name on the Saturday list. David tells Clara more about the class. He says, The class meets every Saturday for 6 weeks. There are 12 students in each group. Clara thinks 6 weeks sounds very good. David gives Clara a paper with information about the class. It has a list of dishes the students will cook. Clara reads the list. She sees pasta, soup, salad, and stir-fry. Clara is very happy. She says, I love pasta, but I never know what to buy at the store. David smiles. He says, Don't worry. The teacher will show you all the ingredients you need. David explains the word. He says, An ingredient is one item of food that you use to make a dish. For pasta, ingredients include flour, eggs, and water. Clara writes this down in her notebook. Ingredient. I-N-G-R-E-D-I-E-N-T. An ingredient is one food item in a recipe. Every dish has many ingredients. Knowing your ingredients is the first step in cooking. Clara pays the class fee at the desk. The fee is $30 for all 6 weeks. She thinks this is very good value. David gives her a receipt. David says, Your first class is this Saturday at 2 o'clock. The teacher's name is Ms. Park. She is a very experienced cook. Clara feels a little nervous, but also very excited. On Saturday, Clara arrives at the community center at 10 minutes before 2. She finds the classroom. It is a large kitchen with 6 cooking stations. Each cooking station has a stove, a cutting board, and a set of knives. There are also bowls, spoons, and measuring cups. Everything looks clean and new. 11 other students are already there. They come from different places. Some are young, some are older. One man says he wants to cook for his family. A woman says she wants to eat more healthy food. Then Ms. Park enters the room. She is a calm and warm woman. She says, "Welcome, everyone. I am so happy you are all here. By the end of this course, you will know how to cook 6 real dishes." Ms. Park says, "Today, we will make a simple tomato pasta. First, I will show you the technique." Clara hears this word and is not sure of the meaning. Ms. Park explains. A technique is the correct way to do something in cooking. For example, how to cut an onion, or how to stir a sauce correctly. Good technique makes cooking easier and safer. Technique. Technique. A technique is a skill or method for doing something well. In cooking, there are many important techniques to learn. Ms. Park stands at her cooking station. She puts fresh tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, and dried herbs on the counter. "These are our ingredients for today," she says. First, Ms. Park shows the class how to cut the garlic. She uses a slow, careful technique. She says, "Watch my hand position. Keep your fingers curved like this. This keeps your fingers safe." Ms. Park then says, "Now, this is a hands-on class. That means you do not just watch me. You practice everything yourself, with your own hands, at your own station." Hands-on. HANDS-ON. Hands-on means you learn by doing the activity yourself. It is not just listening or watching. In a hands-on class, you use your hands and practice. Clara goes to her cooking station. She picks up the knife carefully. She tries to cut the garlic just like Ms. Park showed her. Her first cut is a little uneven, but she tries again. Ms. Park walks around the room. She watches each student. She stops at Clara's station. She says, "Good start, Clara. Try to press down a little more firmly." Clara nods and tries again. This time, Clara's cut is much better. She smiles. She thinks, "I can do this." Then the class begins to cook the tomato sauce together on their stoves. The kitchen smells wonderful. There is the smell of garlic cooking in oil, and then the sweet smell of tomatoes. Clara feels very happy. She thinks, "This is so much better than takeout food." After 1 hour, every student has a plate of pasta with fresh tomato sauce. Ms. Park says, "Now please taste your work." The students taste their pasta. Everyone smiles. Clara tastes her pasta. It is warm and delicious. She made it with her own hands. She thinks, "I cooked this. I really cooked this." She feels proud. At the end of the class, Ms. Park talks about the next 5 weeks. Every Saturday, we will learn a new dish and a new technique. Each week builds on the last. Ms. Park also says, at the end of the 6 weeks, each student who finishes all the classes will receive a certificate. Clara hears this word for the first time. Ms. Park explains, "A certificate is an official paper or document that shows you completed a course or program. You can put it on your wall or share it with friends." Clara thinks that sounds wonderful. Certificate. CERTIFICATE. A certificate proves that you finish something. Many schools, courses, and programs give certificates to their students. The weeks pass happily. Every Saturday, Clara goes to her class. She learns to make vegetable soup in week 2. She learns a salad dressing technique in week 3. In week 4, the class cooks stir-fry. Miss Park shows the technique for cutting vegetables very thinly. Clara practices many times. Her technique gets much better each week. Clara also makes new friends in the class. She often talks to a man named Tom. Tom says he enrolled because he wants to cook dinner for his wife. Clara and Tom practice their techniques together. After the sixth and final session, the students clean their stations and sit down together. Ms. Park stands at the front of the room. She has a box in her hands. Ms. Park says, "You all worked very hard in every session. You learned real ingredients. You learned real techniques. You cooked real food with your own hands. I am very proud of all of you." Then Ms. Park calls each student's name. One by one, she gives each person their certificate. When she calls Clara's name, Clara walks up and takes the certificate with two hands. Clara looks at the certificate. It says, "This certifies that Clara completed the beginner cooking course at Pine Street Community Center." Clara feels very proud and very happy. That evening, Clara does not order takeout food. Instead, she goes home and cooks pasta for her neighbor. Her neighbor says, "This is delicious. You cooked this yourself?" Clara smiles and says, "Yes, I did." Now let us review the 6 key words from today's story. Number 1, enroll. To enroll means to officially sign up for a class or program. Clara enrolled in the cooking class at the community center. Number 2, session. A session is a specific time period for a class or activity. Clara chose the Saturday afternoon session because she is free on Saturdays. Number 3, ingredient. An ingredient is one food item used to make a dish. The ingredients for the tomato pasta were tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, and herbs. Number 4, technique. A technique is the correct way or method to do something. In the cooking class, Clara learned the technique for cutting garlic and cutting vegetables. Number 5, hands-on. Hands-on means you learn by doing the activity yourself. The cooking class was hands-on because every student cooked the food at their own station. Number 6, certificate. A certificate is an official document that shows you completed a course. After 6 weeks, Clara received a certificate from the Pine Street Community Center. Thank you so much for listening to this story with us today. You did a great job. Remember, you can listen again to hear the vocabulary in context one more time. That is the best way to learn. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to Fluent Story English. We make new stories every week to help you grow your English, one story at a time. We will see you in the next one.